Now moving on to LKG, because you've taken part B, we will first revise the letter sounds that the children have done and do all the letters, because the small letters will be done in UKG beginning. And then we do the 3-letter words.
Yes.
Along with the sight words.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we do blending, so blending needs to be done. You understand the blending of the sounds, right? If it is act together. So another game that I usually suggest for blending sounds is, who are the UKG teachers? Rekha ma'am, and who else? Hildishree ma'am. Deepa ma'am, you are the LKG or UKG teacher?
Ma'am, they are assistant teachers actually.
Okay.
They
So
are training.
okay. Rekha ma'am, so 2 of you are UKG teachers then?
Yes.
Okay. So when you are blending the sounds, because the children know the individual sounds till now. Okay. Because in the small also you are, when you're doing the small letters also, they only know the individual sounds, but they don't know when sounds come together, they make a word. So we need to teach them. So before I move on to that, there's something else that I would like to show you for UKG book. So you would see, let me know when it's visible to you on the screen. Okay. So even the UKG book, you would see it begins with the picture reading again. And because, you know, there is a ladybug, there is a grasshopper, there's a butterfly, there's an apple. So children might not know the vocabulary of grasshopper or ladybug. So we have these flashcards which are there in your book, in your set. So what you can do is you can cut them and first show them these pictures, make them acquainted with the vocabulary, and then go on to this picture reading so that they can frame into sentences easily. Okay.
Yes.
And similarly, you have tasks related to this. The picture sequencing has to be done. That what happened first, what happened next. And then we move on to the letters. So because they've already done capital letters, so they kind of recall the sound. So here for the letters, you would see I have this picture. So Hildishree ma'am, if I ask you, what do you see in this picture? What would you say?
Ma'am, can you zoom that picture? It's not visible properly.
It is not visible. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Is this better now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you see in the picture, ma'am?
Okay. This ant is eating an apple.
Very good. So there is an ant and there is an apple. So the questions that you can ask the children is, what is the ant eating? The ant is eating an apple.
Who is eating an apple?
Who is eating an apple? The ant is eating an apple. And what is the common sound that you hear in ant and apple? A sound. You already know that this is how a looks like. Now let me show you few other words that have this a sound. So you can show these. Okay. So till now what is happening is you've only shown the symbol and the sound. And now here I've mentioned also that here we are referring to only the a sound and not the long vowel sound, which is a. Yes, it is only the short vowel sound that we are covering first. Then in the second picture, what is happening is I want to first find out if the children know the sound of this. So circle the pictures that begin with the a sound. So does ball have the a sound in the beginning? No. So they will not circle it. Arrow, does it have the a sound? Arrow.
Yes.
So they will circle this, and apple also will be circled. And then before doing this task, first I have to move to the handwriting book, teach them the writing of the small letters, and then move on to this task. Okay, this is how you cover all the letters in this. Okay, and besides this, what you also have is what I showed you. You have a, I can quickly find it. I have this picture reading task again. Okay. And in this picture reading task, Ashwati ma'am, can you tell me which letter is this?
B.
B. And what is the sound?
B.
Can you identify any animal that begins with this sound?
Bear.
Very good. So the child has to peel this sticker and paste it on B, on the bear.
Okay.
Okay. Now, which is this?
R.
Right. What is the sound?
R.
Right. And can you tell me which animal has the starting sound?
Rabbit.
Very good. So the child will peel and paste it here. So also making them independent. Fine motor skills. Peeling requires some effort. So the children need to peel and paste it on the correct picture. So you can use this as multiple things. First, for picture reading, then for identification of these letters and pasting it on the right picture. Okay. So once your letters are done, then you move on to the 2-letter words and the 3-letter words from the phonic book. You have a phonic book also, right? And when we do the phonic book, you would see that after every word family, we have a reading text. Because ultimately what happens is when we are teaching words to children, ultimately those words have to be converted into sentences and those sentences have a meaning. True. So what happens is if once you've done the A family words, do you have a phonic book in front of you right now? Do you have the phonic book right now? Yeah. Can you take out the story which is after a word family A?
Shall I open on screen? If you wish, Ritika.
No, Niharika, we don't have that in the digital content. We've made changes this year.
Okay.
Wait, I'll also show you with the physical copy. Wait. Give me a second. Okay, it's here. Give me a second. Right. So I've done word family A here, the words with it. And then I have a story which is connected to that word family only. Yes, so, this one. But for reading the story, usually these stories or sentences when we read also have some sight words. You all understand sight words? Sight words are words which cannot be read phonetically, right? So the sound of A that we've taught to children is A. But when it comes in a sentence as a single word, then what do we say? Right? And for example, in this, we've given the sight word as has. In this, what is the sound of S? Z. But when we do it with children, it is. So that's why it becomes a sight word, because in this, the sound of S is becoming the Z sound and not the S sound. Has. Right? So first, I'm going to show them these sight words that they will read, which is A and has. And then they read this text. A man, because they already know how to read man now. A fat man. A fat man has a cat. Okay. Now, I need to teach children to read, and while they are reading, encourage children to point the words when they're reading. And now my thing is that children should not only read fluently, but they also need to do text comprehension. That whatever is written, they should be able to understand. For that, we have this here. Questions here. What is the question? Circle the correct answer. How is the man? The man is fat or cat? How is the man? Fat. Because it was a fat man. Okay, fill in the blank. A fat man has what? A cat or a mat? What does a fat man have? A cat. So the
Cat.
child can write cat. So the child cannot write full sentences, but he can read and fill in the blank at least. Okay. So do you see the reading and comprehension, reading fluency and reading comprehensions happens together? That's how, and this is after every few words that, for every word family, we have the reading text for you. And at the end, we have few more reading texts, which are for practice, right? So reading is fun. Pam the cat are these extra ones for practice. Then you also have read the sentences and match with the correct pictures. So this is there, and even in your phone, in your literacy book, you have some tasks related to your word families. Now, even for the word families, you also have these. So supposing these are sticker sheets again. Okay, can you read this word for me? What is this word? Tap, right? So the child has to look for the picture of tap, peel it off and paste it in the confined area. So fine motor skills, the eye-hand coordination. So a lot of multi-sensory things and multi-conceptual things are there in these sheets that we do. Okay. Now, if you look at it, this is a picture sequencing thing. If you open your literacy book, there is this story of Ted and Sam. And the children read the story, and at the end of it, they picture sequence. They put the events of the story in a sequence. So you cut it off and you put it like that. Okay. So this is all about your English and everything else.